Welcome back to the Cinephile's IO or TCA.
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 What's going on?
Fun fact, bro. I have merch.
You have TCA merch?
I have TCA
Let's
merch.
get it. I feel like episode 3 is a little bit too premature for that, but hey, if you're selling, I'm buying.
Hey man, it wasn't even me. It was like my best friend got me some merch for the pod, and I was like, "Damn, you listening and sending me merch." I'm like, "That's crazy." Yeah.
I need that. I
So,
feel like eventually we have to go. We just set up our YouTube, by the way, for listeners.
mhm.
Um, we have to eventually transition into videos. You
I
know,
think
I think
I
that's a
think
way
we
to keep
can.
people engaged.
I'm cool with video bite for this episode. I think on in future I would need a little bit of heads up for when we're going video,
Okay.
so I can have the lighting in place, I can have the trim ready.
Yeah.
Okay, but
But if we
video
have
that
merch, then we can sport our merch on the video so
we
that
can
way, get that YouTube popping. Hey.
get that YouTube popping, we're good with that. Okay, I guess to kick things off, the way we regularly do. Steve, how was your week? Tell me.
It's been a couple weeks, but I like this. I like that we do this because who's asking me how my week went on a normal, bro. Thank you,
Bro,
bro.
really,
I
really,
appreciate you.
I love you, bro. It's
Ah,
okay.
it's all love, bro. My week was good. I had busy season at work. End of every quarter is very busy for me, so I just
Yeah,
had a pretty busy period. So I wasn't able to watch as much or wasn't able to do anything really outside of that. But it was pretty good. 4th of July, went to Brooklyn, hung out with friends, watched some fireworks. So that was nice. We don't really celebrate independence over here, but hey, when in Rome, you
hey
know.
man, free holiday.
Free holiday. I don't have to work, so
Free,
I'm not saying
free
no to
quick
that.
holiday, bro.
Yeah. But it was good. It was good. I confirmed plans with my parents. I think I'd said on episode 1 that they're coming this
Mhm.
summer. So confirmed plans, what we're doing.
That is good.
And
And you're still going on
yeah.
tour.
Yeah, we're still going on tour. I'm still come Chicago, DC, Texas, a bunch of places in Texas, probably Houston and Dallas, stuff like
Yeah,
that.
of course, Houston and Dallas.
Yeah. That's Nigerian Central. Every Nigerian that comes here has to go see those places, bro.
Bro, they literally have to go and pay homage to Texas or something, man.
The whole Nigeria has family in Houston and Dallas. It's
Houston,
crazy.
Dallas, and then like maybe there's Maryland. They have someone in Maryland. They have someone that's touched New York or is in New York. Like, bro.
Yeah, bro. Nah. But yeah, that was pretty much my week. How was your week, bro?
Struggling a little bit to remember my week, not gonna lie. But oh, my week was pretty cool. Can't lie. Not
Mm-hmm.
okay. I guess the past couple of weeks have been pretty cool. I don't think I've done anything like as notable as like the MMA and
Okay.
that's what David do
Oh, you
recently.
went for David. You put money in that cheater's pocket.
I'm
Damn. We
screaming.
gotta cancel this thing. We have to cancel
Man,
him
bro
immediately.
has mouths to feed. This is charity.
Yo,
He has
question though, did
mouths
he
to feed
reference did he reference any of that on like
on
as
stage.
part of on
Please now,
stage?
please now, please now. Maybe in New York he will, but like here, this guy did not. He didn't send us, bro. Bro came like an hour and a half late for his
Damn.
concert, which is crazy because I was an hour late. So,
I was
like,
still
I
early.
swear, I pulled up like 9:40. They
Mm-hmm.
said the doors open 8 o'clock, or show is meant to, doors open 7. Show is meant to start at
Mm-hmm.
8. David put up at 10:30. G stayed until 12 was out.
God damn. Did he bring out anyone?
Mayokun came.
Oh, okay.
Of
Shout out Mayor.
Lily,
Of
yes.
Lily. I saw Mayokun last year on his tour. Mayokun is low key one of my favorite Nigerian artists I've seen like ever in
He's very
person.
low key consistent, bro.
Yes, bro. And he brings energy. He has such good
He
stage
brings
presence too.
energy, yeah.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't pay money to see Mayoko on a big stage
Okay. Why is that?
because I feel like his charisma is way better when like you're more in like those smaller spaces, those intimate vibes, and you can
Okay.
really feel his sound.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you
I
get what I
mean, if
mean?
it was a small theater, it was a small concert, it was a small hall that I saw him
Like,
in.
like it's no like diss to him as an artist at
Yeah.
all. But like it's just more so that I want to hear Holy Father and have space to dance. I'm not. I don't. I'm not trying to stand in stadium.
Yeah. I see. I
Yeah,
see what you mean. I see what you mean. I see what you
yeah.
mean. That's crazy.
But
Anyway,
okay. Apart from
yeah.
David, where else did I see you? Come on, guy.
No much.
NASCAR was in Chicago, which was a
Okay.
little bit insane. Not really a big NASCAR guy. I'm big more Formula One than NASCAR. So like, I was
Okay.
just like, oh, they're racing, and you know, this P. What pissed me off is that these guys like you have like a 10-minute journey. This P is turning your journey to like 45 minutes because of road closures. And yeah, I'm just like, do
Oh
we need it?
hell. Where do they? Where's the track? Is it just
It was a
like?
city track. It was downtown,
Oh hell. Oh
bro.
hell. Oh hell.
Hell,
I'm
bro,
trying to imagine something like that in New York, bro.
bro,
It's not going to
absolutely
work.
insane, bro.
It's not going to work.
Bro, buses were going crazy. Everything was kind of weird. But you know, we moved through that. Apart from that, we went to go see a couple of movies, you know, as we
Yeah.
do, as we do.
Yeah. Let's get into it.
But
What have we been watching lately?
oh, Broski, you're gonna be ashamed because I feel like Apple TV needs to send that direct deposits. Because this is third episode.
One
Third,
episode without Ophelia mentioning Apple TV, please.
my guy, well, bro, I'm on a new one, Platonic, Roseburn, and
Oh, shout out my girl.
Seth
She watches
Rogen.
that. Yeah.
It's good. It's good.
Yeah. I watched
It's
the pilot.
good.
I watched the pilot episode with
Mm.
her and then just haven't caught up since then because I've been busy. But
I would tell you, it gets better each episode. And they have like
okay.
good context jokes that lead from the previous episode. So
Okay.
it's fun. That is great. Another thing
Mhm.
I'm watching is The Bear
Okay. Shout
season
out. Shout
2.
out.
Shout out
Mhm.
Ayo Edebiri. You
Shout out.
know,
That's our number one. Shout out Jeremy.
that's our G. That's our G for life.
Yeah. We have to get her on the pod. I heard that she barely turns down invitations for like almost anything. You know, she's a real. Did you see that tweet where she's like she has 27 hours in a day? She be
Yeah.
working, bro. Bro, she was
Oh,
at
God.
Tribeca too,
Yeah, she
and
was a Tribeca. And I think
yeah.
another funny thing is that she's like nominated for 5 as a Golden Globes, I think.
Oh
She
wow.
has the potential to be nominated for 5. She isn't yet nominated for 5, but she has
Hmm.
potential to be
Yeah,
supporting writers, producer, blah, blah, blah. It's
she's
for this
working.
and what we do in the shadows.
She's
So
working, bro. And
she is
Bottoms is
working,
still coming out.
bro. What's that surprise guest from Abbott Elementary? So, bro, she's
She's
doing a lot.
working. She's
She's doing a
working.
lot. We love her.
Yeah.
But yeah, apart from that, you know, we watched Past Lives a
Hmm.
little bit ago. We watched Past Lives, and now we're watching. Mistake. The most recent thing I watched was The Blackening. Don't know
The
why.
black. The.
I don't know
What do you
why.
think of the Blackening?
I think it's a film that you go in. First of all, the name sounds like a porno. Secondly, I can't lie, bro. It's like Ebony.
The
Like,
Blackening.
no. I'm so sorry, but yeah, name sounds like a porno, but I think it's a movie that you quickly realize, guys, this you get what you get. It's
Yeah.
not something crazy. It's not something like twisting. There's a little bit of humor in it. It's a lot of jokes. I'm not going to lie. It's a lot of jokes,
Yeah. It's
but
very
not every
funny.
joke lands crazy. But in
Hmm.
my theater, there were people that are having the time of their lives.
I was one of them. I was one of
Oh,
the people having time of my life in my theater. I'm not even going to lie.
I don't know, man. Maybe I'm an extra hater, but the jokes were hitting like they were kind of funny. Some of them were kind of funny, and I got like a good amount of the references. But
Yeah.
I think some of them, you know, when some random are like laughing around you, and
Hmm.
you're like, yeah, it's not really that
It's not that
funny. And
funny, you know. It's really
yeah, so
not
you're
that
like kind of like
hilarious.
stopping me from laughing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because now I'm overthinking, like, bro, should I be laughing at this? Like, is this that funny? Is it that? Like,
Hmm.
no. Yeah, so the
I
back
think I think that's a good segue into mine. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Are you done?
no, it's cool, go
I
on.
think that's a good segue into mine because I saw the Blackening as well, and I was
Mhm.
one of those people that was just there dying. And then I would go on Letterboxd. I gave it a 4 initially and changed it to a 3.5 out of 5. And
Mhm.
I go on there and I see like a bunch of white people like dissing the movie, giving it twos and ones, and I'm like, first of all, I
Mm,
just don't think this is for you. There's a little bit of like I feel
yeah,
like some of the jokes, you need context clues, and you probably just didn't get it. Like I'm not saying it's the funniest movie ever. So a
bro.
lots of the dialogue is very cliche and tired, I would say,
I
but
will say
like it
that
was
I will
funny,
agree.
bro.
But I think what I want to say is that, especially to like the white people, giving the movie twos and ones, I'm like, bro, the main crux of the movie is being black enough. You don't
Exactly.
understand. You
You
don't
really just
understand that
don't get
difference.
it. It's
Yeah,
not for you, you
and
know.
like man, them don't understand also like the struggle of not being able to play spades.
Bro, I can't play spades, can't lie.
Bro, I, I had a game night and I invited this G, and bro was like, "Ah, yeah, he's on YouTube learning how to play spades right now." I said, "Wrong group. Come on, wrong audience, because none of us can play spades,
You can't that's not for me,
bro.
bro.
Come through with
Uh,
some Uno and we're good."
exactly, bro. Give me that Uno or Jenga. That's what I need. I'm
Give
good
me that,
enough.
bro. I'm so good at Jenga. It's insane. It's
Oh, we
insane.
have to play Jenga when you come here.
Yeah,
We
July
have a crew.
22nd,
22nd. Let's
21st.
go.
21st, I should be in there. Then 22nd, we have the game.
I bet. I've been other than that, I saw the Black thing. I saw No Hard Feelings. Shout out Jennifer Lawrence,
Was
number
that good? I'm
one.
thinking about doing that on Tuesday.
Oh no, I think this summer the funny, what do you call it?
The
Uh,
unserious.
yeah, the Ontario's one, Joyride. I also saw that. I just saw that today.
Ooh.
Joyride. Yeah, it was good. It was good. It
Are
was
you
good.
sure?
Yeah, it was
It
good.
looks a bit cringe to me, bro.
No, it was good. It's her directorial debut, but she wrote Crazy Rich Asians and How to Train Your Dragon or some Raya and the Last Dragon. Yeah. So it
Oh, okay.
was yeah, she's worked.
She's
Like,
been around.
she's
She's
been
been around.
around. And Stephanie Sue is in it. I don't know how to pronounce her last name. I think that's how I pronounce it.
I know she is. I know she is. I
Yeah,
saw that
she's
because every time I go, I've recently, man, I always talk about like someone like you need to have like very like basic pleasures that people don't really understand. And one of
hmm
my basic pleasures that I try not to compromise on is watching the trailers in the cinema.
what are you talking about?
Because a lot of
Why
people are
would you
like,
do
ah, yeah,
that?
the first 15 minutes is cool. Like you can miss the first 10 minutes, you can miss the trailers. I'm like, bro, I want to be seated. I like the vibe. You know how pleasant it is to just be there watching the trailers of like other movies coming and you're like, this is my vibe, this is not my vibe. All right, let's
Yeah.
see. Because it's like you don't really watch trailers anymore. Same thing with like music videos. Like they come on like your Twitter, but you don't really sit down and watch them anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ah, I think we might differ a little bit on that because during the trailer, that's when I like if I'm getting concessions, I'll go get concessions, or if I need to pee, or if I just need to be on my phone. I feel
mm,
like I don't know why. Like it's a nice thing to see it on the big screen, but if I'm excited for something, I'm going to see the trailer beforehand. Like that time is just me getting ready for this like that trailer time is me getting ready for these 2 hours.
true. But you know, like the
That's
cinema trailers are different.
so I've been told.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah,
So
maybe.
you gotta know.
Um, and then shout out to you. I started Silo.
Oh
I
yeah,
like
I
it.
remember you sent me. You sent me
Yeah.
dead of night at like 2 a.m. Bro sent me a screenshot of him watching Silo. I was like,
I,
wait, what?
I started Silo. No spoilers, so I'm not gonna give any spoilers. But I've gotten into it when we have a new sheriff and there's things going
Oh
on.
yeah,
So
yeah,
like I'm
yeah.
like episode 4, episode 5. It's
Mhm.
getting um it's drawing me in. It has my attention, but I feel like there's some tactics they're employing to just drag out the story,
Bro, it's
which
plateaued. It plateaued. I understand what you
okay,
mean.
yes,
It plateaued.
exactly
I'm
what
on
I'm
episode
saying.
7, and like work picked me up, so I couldn't finish it. But
Yeah,
it kind of like plateaued around that
yeah,
5 to 7 mark, and
yeah.
you're kind of like on your phone, but at the same
hmm
time, yeah.
yeah. It's getting there. Also started the hijack on Apple TV. Idris Elba.
Oh, with Idris.
Yeah. That's good. That one, like I find when a new episode drops, I find myself watching that before like Silo, before
Oh,
the Silo. So I think
oh.
it's not like good or anything. It's not like I wouldn't recommend it if someone's looking for a good show to watch. It's very, very fast paced. I
Mm.
don't know if you saw this film Nonstop. It's Liam
No, I don't
Neeson.
know stuff. Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't know
it's kind
stuff.
of like the same, like
Yeah.
they're
Also,
it's
so
like like all the tension and all the drama is just getting to you. So I just want to see what
I
happens.
know what you
It's not
mean.
like
It's not for
any.
the faint-hearted. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I've been watching. And then my last one that I saw was Nimona. I actually would like to talk about this, but
Oh,
there's like a bunch of
the Netflix
story.
thing.
The new Netflix one, yeah. It's
Crazy.
animated. Yeah,
Yeah, I I don't have a problem with the animations, but like, I was just like surprised. Nimona.
yeah.
Okay,
It's
we
I'll
can
talk.
see that.
We can talk about that. We can talk
We can
about
talk
that.
about that in this episode. Actually, we can do a little dive.
Yeah.
Oh, I have something. I have a
Okay.
shameless pickup. I think we need a segment for a shameless watch.
Shameless watch.
Yes, a shameless watch,
I have
and
too many of those, bro.
I have one right now, and you're going to judge me, Steve. I feel like this might be the last episode of the podcast if I say what I'm cooking, what I've
Bro,
been watching.
let the audience hear.
Okay, Empire.
Okay, I think we should call it. It's been good. It's been good knowing you, bro. We cannot
Oh my
recommend Empire
god.
to our listeners. No way.
I'm not saying recommend, but like, you know how
Empire.
everyone is just like, we were all watching Empire until someone, like, we just missed one episode and
And
we
I
just
just
never
never
picked it
went
up.
back. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Apparently, this thing's up to season 6 or
Uh-uh.
7.
Uh-uh.
Bro, bro.
Didn't what's his name? Didn't like the didn't Lucius die like or
No,
did someone
he,
die?
Lucius was about to die multiple times.
Ha, bro. I think I
Yeah.
missed was one episode where I remember my last episode. Someone got pushed off the railing or off like someone
Like
got
off
pushed
the edge
over
into
the
like the odd,
balcony
yeah.
and onto like a car or something. I don't know, but like that was it for me. I was just like,
Again, bro, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not going to spoil anything for you already. I have given you
you
a little
can
bit more
spoil ahead. I'm
context.
not watching.
No, don't worry. Our listeners some of them need to dabble into it. I tell you right now, as I get off this episode, I am going to go watch Empire.
Yeah, no, bro,
Yeah.
please do not do this
I
to
am
yourself.
making fettuccine alfredo and watching Empire,
There's a
bro.
lot of good stuff out there. You don't need to do this, bro. You
Man,
actually don't.
I have to. I feel like I must. I must commit.
Okay. Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, listeners of the Cinephile Out, that is not one of our records. I have to emphasize that we are not telling you to watch that, but Ophelia has his reasons, evidently.
We are trying. We are doing things. We are doing things. You will see what I am cooking one day.
For sure.
So now, like, getting into like our main events, because people always say we take too long before
I don't
Bro, they
understand why
always
niggas don't like in lieu
complain.
foreplay, bro.
They hate on a little foreplay. That's why there's an orgasm gap going on. Again,
Okay, bro.
we're taking too long. My bad.
Okay.
But yeah, so past lives. Oh,
Oh my goodness.
how do
I
you
feel
feel
like
about that?
every time we get one of these like heavy films, I think we both really connected on one day 2016, bro. Special
One
place in
day,
my heart.
2016
We get
special.
one of these like special, really complete films that don't have like at first glance, there's nothing extremely revolutionary. It's not like groundbreaking cinema, but it's just complete and like everybody just loves it, bro. And that's exactly what Past Lives is. So I think I can start. I've seen it twice. Plan on seeing it again. I went in because the A24 trailer dropped, and I think you put it on my timeline. I'm like, oh, I didn't even know
100%.
about this, bro. And they're talking in neon, and I thought it was going to be, another one of these films. I don't know. The K drama in it was throwing me a little bit off, but then like I went and bro, the way it starts, like I think from the very beginning, it just started off as very poetic, like all the little shots here and there, and then as you just build, like you kept building up. 12 years later, I'm like, we're witnessing something more than just a love story, bro. For me personally, I've had enough time to sit on it now, and I think there's three like main themes of that. Like ultimately, it's a romantic drama, but
Mhm.
the immigrant experience is one of the main pillars of that film.
Mhm.
Lost Soulmates is another good pillar, and then just a regular love story. And I think all three are so important because they all intertwine at various points in time. And obviously, the one that stuck most with me is the immigrant experience because me
Bro,
being
the
immigrant,
immigrant experience, bro.
like some of the tropes in the movie, I was just too familiar. It felt like I was like seeing my life being played out, bro.
Oh, the
Like the
little
part.
nuances, bro.
Yes,
God,
bro.
yeah.
Like the part where they were learning the new language, and the only thing in like when they were on the plane, and she's like, "I'm fine," and you, and the sister's like, "I'm fine," and you, and fine, and you, because they don't know what to say. Like, you know.
Steve, what are you cooking? Because we were colonized by the British.
Oh, my brother. I'm saying learning a new
What are you
language.
cooking
Like
about new languages?
when I was learning French, like, ça va bien,
Ça
merci et
va?
vous, ça va bien, merci et vous. Like, I don't know what comes after that, bro. I will always say ça va bien, merci et vous back to them. Like, that's what I mean. Like, bro, but like, just think about it. It's an American film. It's an American semi autobiography because
Mm,
Celine Song is like she said numerous times that it loosely takes some parts of her life, and it's written by South Korean Celine Song. She
yeah,
immigrated to Canada, so it's like all of these places are like random places, but it's still able to transcend borders and is relatable to so many people. Like I've put too many people onto this film and they've watched it and they felt like they could relate to it as well, even though they're not American or they're not South Korean or never lived in Canada. And I think that's just ultimately every film. I think I said this before to you or on the pod. Like every film has to take you on a journey, bro. Like if it doesn't, like it's in my opinion, it's failed as a film. And this completely takes you like she takes you where she wants to take you and at the end of the 2 hours you're not where you started. That's my
that's
intro
bad.
to that. How
I
about you?
think,
How do you feel?
man, I agree with some points.
Mm-hmm.
That your point about the immigrant love story. And bro, let me say this. I did not clock this until I rewatched The Proposal. But
Mm-hmm.
truly, some of my favorite movies have to do with being an immigrant. It's just an experience that you can't really put into words.
Yeah.
The whole like new environment, the whole adapting, and most importantly, the leaving what you know behind.
Yes, bro.
It is
Yes, bro.
insane. And it's
Yes.
like one of the key themes in this film, having to leave what you know behind so you can move
Mm-hmm.
forward.
Mm-hmm.
And I told you that we spoke about this a little bit earlier, and how for me, the major or the most important themes of this film are it's really, how do I say this? It's goodbyes and
Mm-hmm.
timing.
Goodbyes and time, man.
Yes,
Word,
it
word,
is
word, 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 word.
word. You know, we cook in here. But what I'm saying is that it's goodbyes in the sense that you have to. I'm trying not to do it in a way where I spoil the film, because the truth is that I don't even think we gave a little synopsis of the film. But I think if we give a synopsis, people are going to be expecting because we're already reacting. And we're
Mm-hmm.
talking about how
Mm-hmm.
great the film is. I'm going to let the synopsis go. You can Google it yourself. But
Yeah.
essentially, having to say goodbye to herself
Yes.
from Korea, having to say goodbye, having to say goodbye to him
Oh my goodness, bro. Come
twice,
on. Come
bro.
on.
And it's not, I feel like one of the things, like you said in this thing, like you said earlier, it's not about being in Canada or being Canadian. It's not about being American. It's about the shared experience of having loved and having to let it go.
Yeah.
Like the film takes the way it's shot, it's simply shot around you. There's nothing lofty, there's nothing crazy. It's
Mm-hmm.
very normal day to day experience. Man, it's a little touristy. They even throw in bad weather, give you the full New York experience, bro.
The ferry, Statue of Liberty, like
Bro.
it's such everyday things. I was reading this review that said, bro, like the awkward, like, because they're saying where they're trying to take a picture and like they're awkwardly like angling their hands because they can't figure out how to get both of them into the picture. And I'm like, this
Mhm,
is a thing that can happen to literally everybody. Like the review goes on to say, like, he felt like these were his friends or these were people that he's walked past on the street. Like it doesn't feel like, oh, some random cast living in some random city. Bro, it
mhm.
feels like these people that you're watching are literally out there right now. Like they're out there in the city, like they exist and they're amongst you, you
Bro
know.
said out there in the city, it feels like they are us. It feels like they're, I don't know about you, bro, but seeing all of this, man, I'm so sad.
Yeah.
I think having experienced like similar situations, like as a person as you will, and I feel like,
Hmm.
okay, the younger you are, the less likely you are to have experienced some of these things. But the
Mm-hmm.
truth is, even if you are, even if it's not a lover, even if it's simply friends that you have to say goodbye to, and
Mm-hmm.
it's an uncomfortable situation where you can't really hold on,
Yeah.
it's going to hit you. The movie is going to hit you. It's going to resonate really hard. Celine Song
Yeah.
did an amazing thing, and to
What's
say,
a debut?
bro, that's what I was about to say. The fact that this is coming after our directorial debut episode really messes
Yeah.
up my list now. It really
Yeah.
messes up my list now.
Yeah. What a debut.
Because like right now, you're just like, man, you're in awe. And like I think I didn't even like I get so wrapped up in in not the sadness, but like the goodbye-ness of the film
Mm-hmm.
that I forgot to even talk about the timing. Because
Yeah.
the truth is, I think I was having this conversation with someone. Like, unfortunately, no matter like when niggas say love is not enough, it truly isn't.
Okay.
There's a lot of other things that come into play: compatibility, effort, finances. But
Mm-hmm.
to me, one of the most important things is timing.
Timing.
Timing is one of the most key things, and it's like, how do I say this? Like, let's say like being in love when you're 17 and having fantasies of being with someone
Mm-hmm.
and your life together. You can be with that person for 5 years and you're like, you can fizzle out, you can go away. You're not going to
Yeah.
get married to them. Because at the
Yeah.
end of that 5 years, when you're 22, getting married at 22 is a little bit insane. You ask me. It's a
You
little
have a
insane.
friend. I have friends that got married around that age. So let's
You
calm
know
down.
what? I don't want to cook what I'm about to cook, but you know what I'm about to say.
What are you
But
about to say, bro?
it's not my business, bro. Wallah, it's not my business. But the thing is, you can date someone for 6 months to a year at 24 and marry that person because the timing is right.
Yeah, completely understand.
Like,
Damn, I didn't know you
timing,
were
timing
wrong
is
person, right
everything.
time, or right person, wrong time person.
Bro. I mean, like, man, I think the timing of things just puts things in it makes love better.
Okay.
But at the same time, you're just like, oh man, if only we had met at a time where I was more stable and this and that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But like, then was it right? Do you get what I mean? Like, I never really
Yeah.
think about like the wrong person, right time, or right person, wrong time
Yeah.
dynamics. For me, if the timing isn't right, the timing isn't right. That's the truth. If the timing isn't right, you're not the right person.
Yeah. I feel that. Now you said something that made me think. So, when you were like part of the immigrant experiences, the things that you leave behind. And like I think very early on in the movie, her mom, the person that plays her mom was like, if you leave something behind, you gain something too. That was a
Mm,
quote that she said. And like it made me think because I'm like, okay, at first glance, that really doesn't make any sense. Like if you leave something behind, you're not gaining anything. But then like after I sat with it, it's because like when you leave somewhere, like when they emigrated from South Korea,
mm,
they opened themselves up essentially to a whole world of possibilities and a whole new opportunities that like to fill that void that would otherwise not have been there. Like that void would have been closed. And so by leaving and by basically getting that heartbreak at 12, like she was able to open herself up to Arthur or her new lover and like these experiences that she's had to live, and not just the immigrant help, like as a romance story or as like a tale of like two lost lovers or whatever.
mm.
Like I feel like Celine song did a really really good job of keeping like so much light. So like with Arthur, let's take him for example.
Mm.
He's not vilified. There's no villain in the movie. There's no
There's
antagonist, which is
no
crazy.
villain.
There's no like in the part
Because
where
if that was me,
bro, the scene at the bar
if
when
that
they're
was
talking in
me,
Korean. Oh
no,
god.
no, 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 no,
Oh
no, no.
god.
I will
Oh
be a
god.
villain. What? I think the moment that she brings it up, I'm just like, wait, let's relax.
Mm-hmm.
So your
Mm-hmm.
childhood lover, who you had two separate times where you guys were loving,
Mm-hmm.
is not trying to come when we are married. What's going on? What are we cooking here now? Please, what are we cooking here?
I, and I think that was it was important that she did that because like when they're in bed and he was like, "Oh, in this story, I'll be the evil white American husband standing in the way of destiny, and I'm the
Mhm.
guy you leave when your ex lover comes to take you away." And she shut it down so quick, like she brushed it off because like it's important that in all these Indians and grand context of fate and destiny and like soulmates, it's very important that there are no villains. Just like what you're
There are
saying, like
no
you
villains,
know
and I think
the fact that
also,
it's not the right time doesn't make you the bad guy. It's just not it.
on a humane level,
Mm-hmm.
okay, remove humane. I think on a practical level, truly, oh man, humane has to come. On a humane level, she has to provide like reassurance to her partner.
Yeah,
This is someone you love, someone you
hundred
care.
percent.
You
Yeah.
can clearly see they're feeling insecure about something. You provide reassurance. Now, on a practical level, I feel like talking on the practicality of the P kind of spoils the movie because I don't want to do that. But truly, bro, practically, Nora is, she immigrated from Korea. I'm just saying,
What
she
are you trying
immigrated.
to say?
Bro, she left Korea
Mm-hmm.
to go to Canada, left
Mm-hmm.
Canada to go to
Mm-hmm.
New York to chase her life. So she has operated her life 3 times,
Yeah.
only to run it back to Korea. Come on, come on. I feel like truly that's one thing I really liked about like being at the age that I am,
Yeah.
because I think if I was younger, seeing this, it would have just been like, oh, why not? Blah 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 blah. She could have done this. This could have happened.
Mm-hmm.
Blah blah blah. Again, trying to be a spoiler free, but truly, now you're just like, this is the ending was
Yeah,
it
I
was
want to talk
sad,
about
but
the ending. Let's go to the ending.
yeah, it was sad but real.
It was so real. It was so real because oh my god, I have so much to say about the ending. You know how over the course of the movie, the goalpost keeps shifting. So like when we're literally introduced to her with her crying because like
Yeah,
she lost in the test or her Haesung beat like she came second and Haesung came
yeah.
first and like
Nora came second to his song.
yeah, exactly. And like that's how we're introduced to her and that's how we say goodbye to her. And I'm like full circle right there. But like
Full
over the
circle.
course of the film, she's talking about, oh, at first she wanted to win the Nobel Prize, and then she was like, nah, I want to win the Pulitzer. The second time they reconnected, and then third time
Yeah,
it was a Tony Award, and
yeah.
then like
Last time I was telling you, yeah.
and then now she's just like saying goodbye, like when she was crying, and because that scene is so important because so many at various points in the film they're standing across from each other, like not necessarily touching. Like the
Mhm.
first time that they connected in person in New York, they were like they stood facing each other before hugging. When they connected over Skype, they were like standing or just like looking at each other, like kind of starstruck. As kids, like when they would go up those stairs and just stand like facing each other, and then at the end they're like standing side by side, and then eventually start like angling their bodies until they're facing each other. I'm
Mhm.
like full circle, bro. Like this is real. This is cinema. And then like she's just standing. She doesn't say anything. They don't say anything. Her like he's like his ride. I don't want to spoil it, but it's kind of hard. And
It's
then the
very
ride comes, and he
too.
goes, and then she's just walking, and it's fine. And as she walks, like Arthur not being a villain, being her actual lover, like her actual also soulmate. Like I think it's important that he's also a soulmate. Just welcomes her into his arms, and she just cries. And it's not like a heartbreak cry. It's not like a like very like she's sad obviously, but it's
It's a
more like
goodbye cry,
it's a
bro.
goodbye, exactly, bro. It's a goodbye cry, like god.
And I think another thing that you bringing up the crying is so important because there were several points in the movie. Not only do they have this little tease that she's such a crybaby, you see
Mm-hmm.
it throughout the movie. You
Yeah.
see her crying at various points throughout the movie. And I think one of the most notable points is when they meet up together, 15 years later. No, the first 12 years.
The first of, yeah.
The first 12 years on Skype, and like the struggle with like messing up your sleep schedule for someone that's not in your time zone. The struggle with the Skype internet, bro.
Bro, do
The
do
connection.
do
on the
do, 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 do,
oh, PTSD, PTSD, bro.
Oh
Flipping
my
your camera
god.
to show them what you're looking at,
Yeah.
man.
Going to bed with your
Going to
headphones
bed
in
all
because
night,
oh
bro.
my god. Took
So
me
you
back.
wake
Took me
up
way
like you
back.
wake up and you hear them talking to you or something like
Oh my god. Yeah, yeah.
insane
No,
behavior,
no,
bro.
no. Celine song, you're something else. We will get you that Oscar nomination. Don't worry. We will get
No,
you by force.
because okay, now lofty praise right now. I feel
Don't say
like
it.
you know what I'm about to say.
Don't say it, bro. I don't know, but
It's
don't say it.
it is. I don't think there are many movies beating this year.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you very much. Coming from the year where we're about to have what? Don't say
Man
it,
is
bro.
gonna bring
First
up
of all,
Doom.
it's not
He's
it's not
gonna
the
bring up
best.
Doom. He said
First of all,
Doom.
first of all, it's not the best as we release. These Across the Spider Verse literally exist. Um, we've already talked about top five already. Dune is coming. Killers of the Flower Moon is coming. The Killer is coming, bro. Oppenheimer is coming. Yeah, bro. You can. It's good though. It's good. It's my number two so far
Uh,
this year. But yeah,
so
no.
far this year is my number one.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I need to let you know that like I feel like one thing I need to warn people about is that the film's not going to hit you all at once.
Yeah.
Yeah, as soon
Yeah.
as you
I
like
agree.
you feel it while you're watching. Then
Yeah.
at the end of it, you're going to be like, oh wow,
Yeah.
it's going to hit you again. Then it's going to hit
Mhm.
you. And I want to tell you people this. Please do not drive. You might get to an accident. Catch the bus like me or the train and just be sad.
Yeah,
Just
sit
be
with it. She said that. She said that in the press. She was like, she doesn't want people to read all the reviews and think they're coming in for this. Like, don't come in expecting your life to be changed. Just sit
man.
with the film. Like, go where it's taking you. Don't apply layers onto it. Just actually just sit with it. Ayo Debiri watched it, and then she's like, on the way back, she was playing metal, like hardcore metal on loud, trying to drown out, the
Mhm.
noise in her brain, but it couldn't work. Like she was just crying all through because like it really just sat with her, and like she
Bro,
couldn't stop the tears from coming.
I think another thing that happened to me is that like 3 or 4 days later, I just, oof, man. Oh, fun fact. Okay, so two fun facts. So 3 or 4 days later, the movie hit me again
Mm-hmm.
randomly. Then I think that was a Friday it hit me. Oh no, it
Okay.
was a Thursday it hit me.
Yeah.
And look at me running into my ex on Saturday at the club.
Oh God. Oh God.
Absolutely insane
Your past
scene,
life. Your old past life.
bro. It was so, and like I feel like at that point, I just didn't even. I feel like the movie helped me because I
Yeah.
didn't feel awkward. I didn't feel like sad. I
Yeah.
mean, I wouldn't feel sad, but like I think I was just appreciative of the fact that we got to say goodbye properly.
Yeah.
And when I saw her again, it was like a nice little hello. There was
Okay.
no weird feelings. Nothing. It didn't ruin the vibes. You get
Mm-hmm.
me? It
I
did a
feel
little
you,
bit,
bro.
but it didn't. It did in the fact that it surprised me because I went to like I went out expecting to be with my favorite DJ, hang with my guys. I
Mm-hmm.
was like, who's that in the corner? Who is that in the corner? Yeah,
I feel you,
but
bro.
I think it's a great movie. You will
Yeah.
have fun,
I mean, we've just talked for 20 minutes about it. It's must
bro.
see, evidently.
It is. It's a. I don't like telling people it's a must see, but
I
truly,
do.
it's an enjoyable experience.
I do. My friends
And
hate me because I
if
tell
you
them it's a
happen to
must
cry,
see.
let it flow, bro. If you happen to
Yeah.
cry, let it flow.
Anyway, I think moving on, we haven't been true. I was listening back to our podcast, and we haven't been true to our hating gin. So I want to get on my hater back for a second.
Oh,
Nimona, I just saw it's an animated movie called Nimona. I'm not hating on the film, I'm hating on Disney. So Nimona was meant to be the first major studio animated film featuring two queer leads. And Disney scrapped it when it was like almost complete, and because exactly Disney,
yeah.
that
Listen,
mouse doesn't
please,
like
man.
LGBT apparently, the mouse. But Netflix picked it up. released it. I think it went like number 2 or number 3 on Netflix. I saw
Yeah,
it.
it's
There's
pretty up
nothing
there.
special. Yeah, there's nothing like special about it. It's a regular. To be fair, I had an issue with it because it didn't have like its own like animation style or anything, but it's actually a really good story.
Mm.
So Disney execs, if you're hearing this, Bob Iger, the likes of you, yeah, it's on site if I catch you guys because I do not, no. That little mouse gotta hear from me. But Nimona is my shout for the week. Um, I think up next in my hitting bag will be Barbie, which is crazy. Which is crazy because I was up here hyping Barbie,
I
and I'm
think
still gonna see
it's
opening
crazy
night.
because you're gonna see me. I'm gonna be there, and I will be wearing my pink, and I
Do
will
you
be
know?
vibing.
Do you know why I'm hating though? Because the tweets like talking about why are people talking about that other movie and they're making funny names of what the other movie. Mind you, by other movie, they're talking about Christopher Nolan's
Yeah,
Oppenheimer, bro.
talking
Talking
about
about why are we tagging that other movie onto it? Because box office projections have Oppenheimer to debut 40 to 50, Barbie's debuted in 90 to 100. So it's like, oh, that the movie is just benefiting from Barbie. It should just be Barbie Day. It should not be Barbenheimer, whatever that fucking means. Like shout out Greta, you know how I feel about her. Like top one. I like her. I'm going to see Barbie, but my hating for this is entirely because you guys are acting like that's not Christopher Nolan right there, and that's not like look at that cast. Look at the picture, bro.
it's an amazing
Bro,
cast. But I will
bro.
say the reason why I feel
I'm a
like
hater.
no, you're hating, but I see your hating being valid. But
Thank you.
on the other side, I really feel like the reason why, like in at my job, we were talking about movies, and like three people did not know about Oppenheimer at all, but they all
Where are
knew
they
about
living?
Barbie.
Where do they
I don't
live?
know. They're not here, bro. But the thing is, if you think about it, Barbie's marketing has been off the charts,
Yeah.
bro. There's a Barbie cafe.
There's a
Barbie
Barbie
has,
house. The Barbie house, Barbie Airbnb.
bro. Barbie has like clothing collabs.
Yeah. Yeah. That's you,
So
bro.
that's what I'm saying. Like the marketing has been crazy, and Oppenheimer just lost the chance to like blow some shit up on 4th of July. Like they could have blown a couple things up. Like if not on any day, 4th of July, bro.
Yeah.
Their marketing team is sleeping, bro.
I know. I feel like it's one of those things that where they're thinking or not thinking, but it's the anticipation. I mean, I don't think Nolan has ever been that crazy about marketing unless it's like
Yeah, he's never been. He's
big
never been.
studio backed. I don't think that's his thing. I can't recall like an overt press tour by Christopher. But I think look at the cast, it's an ensemble. It's a stacked ensemble. Like it's an ensemble of ensembles. So I'm thinking, the cast will market itself, something
I
like
think the
that.
cast
The
does do
name
a
market
thing,
itself.
but if you think about the cast again, these are all kind of
They are not niche. Don't say that. They
no,
are not.
no shade to Barbie, but these are all actors that are like their filmography is like a lot of serious stuff.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, but like we got Margot Robbie. We love Margot.
Mhm.
We have Issa Rae. We have Ryan Gosling. All people with like interesting depth, filmography.
Mhm.
But it's also like there are also people that are not afraid of like they like having like fun. They like having like a little fun movie, and like that pulls a different crowd
Yeah.
than people like me and you who watch Dark Knight Rises, Memento, and like bro, like you're smiling right now because you know how insane what we're watching is.
Yeah.
Like these are dark and heavy and stressful films. These are not films for a fun time.
But it's beautiful. It's cinema.
It's a
That man,
beautiful.
that man said there's at the very, very most, 5% of CGI in a fucking film about the atomic
You know what's
bomb.
crazy? What's crazy is that when
Five
I said,
percent of CGI in a film about the atomic bomb does not make any sense to me. I'm not
you
even
know
going to
what's
lie.
crazy? You were cooking me when I said this shit was gonna be crazy. When I said this shit was gonna be crazy, you were trying to cook me, bro.
I laughed when you said he'll set up a bomb. I didn't think he was actually going to,
No.
blow
He
stuff up.
absolutely did. He
Oh
absolutely did.
God. Oh God. The commitment to cinema. That was what you said. First
Commitment
episode,
to
the
cinema.
commitment to cinema. And I laughed, but I was wrong. My
You were
apologies,
wrong
Christopher.
because the pyrotechnics, that man were having a ball.
The next time we
Imagine
record,
getting paid.
to
Imagine
the
getting paid
next
to blow some stuff up, bro.
the next time we record, be rest assured that we'll be going into both of these films to our listeners. We're almost at time, but yeah, next time we record, we would have seen both of these and we would have our reviews ready for you.
All right, lads. The agenda for next episode, we're going to be Barbie, and we're going to be Banter, and we're closing up with Oppenheimer.
Period.
All
Let's
right.
go that way.
So thank you guys again for tuning in. I know you guys love our short episodes. You know, someone actually complained that why our episodes are so short, and I understand that that's like a nod to like, you know, the quality of the conversations that we're having. But at the
Mm-hmm.
same time, I'm like, do you guys really want to hear another set of two black men talking on the podcast for an hour?
Kevin Samuels and Joe Budden.
Bro, let's relax on this, bro. Like, we're trying to save you.
Yeah,
That's
when you
also
put
it.
if I'm in front of this mic for too long, bro, the things that will start coming out.
Oh my
I
god.
got so much hate last episode because of the idol, bro. I had to tell people, okay, I
Ah,
don't like it anymore. Like,
yeah, I gotta walk back my take about the idol.
yeah,
I watched
no.
episode 2. It was a 2 pack of ass, man. I kept going to episode 4 because I hate myself, but that shit was a 2 pack of ass, bro. I'm
I
so sorry
finished.
for
I
anyone I
finished
misled.
it. I finished it. And let's just leave it at that. We'll never be watching it again. But I finished it. So
It's all right.
yeah.
We are
Anyway,
safe. All right, lads. Now, finally, to let you guys go. Hope you guys have a great night. Thank
yeah.
you for listening to this episode. We'll catch you later on the Cinephiles Aisle.
All right, guys. Stay.